Welcome to Wednesday, May 26, 2021. This Day Weather Podcast is being brought to you by Chugwater Chili, the gourmet spice of Western life. Have you tried their new green chili seasoning blend? It's the perfect combination of spices that can make green chili at home. Easy, tasty, and quick. Sprinkle on eggs or make a smothered green chili burrito. Mild weather across most of the region, but some severe weather today. Now, severe weather not for all of you. In fact, many of you won't have severe weather today, but some of you will. We'll show you where, as that's going to be developing as a trough moves in. We've got two really nice days, Thursday and Friday. It's a shame that Thursday and Friday won't be over the holiday weekend because Memorial Day weekend weather's a mixed bag. It all depends on where you are. There's going to be some areas with some pretty good weather this weekend and some areas to avoid if you don't want to be camping or fishing or boating in the rain. Here's today's upper level chart. We have several little waves in the upper levels. We have a little wave right here that is going to be coming into Montana, Idaho, and northwestern Wyoming by early afternoon. This little low isn't very much, but this time of year, there's air aloft, high above in the atmosphere that is still really cold because we're still into late spring. This colder air aloft is going to get into this region right here during the warmest part of the day. So you have the most instability. Also, we're going to have some upslope south to southeast winds while cold air aloft comes in while it's warmer on the plains. Basically, it's a clash of air masses and you have a setup for some severe thunderstorms. And this is the area where the severe weather is going to be today. Notice that red area in Nebraska and Kansas. That is a moderate risk. That is a very, very high risk of severe weather. That enhanced area, that lighter shade of brown, is another area where the severe weather threat is very high. The yellow and green show where there's a chance for some severe weather or at least strong thunderstorms. But the bullseye really showing up in south central, southwest Nebraska, parts of Kansas, extreme northeastern areas of Colorado. For those of you listening or watching this podcast, if you're in that area, it's a foregone conclusion you're going to have not only just severe thunderstorms, but look at the risk for large hail. The hail outlook extremely high in that part of the U.S. this afternoon and evening, and then tornado risk is very high. There will be a lot of people on the road chasing tornadoes today in that area, especially that red and black hatched area where the risk of tornado development is very, very high today. So if you're in that area, be ready. Now, as we get to the weekend, we're going to have some good weather Thursday and Friday, but as we get into Saturday and Sunday, we have another little upper level low here. Now, it's very weak. It just doesn't look like much, but this trough and the counterclockwise spin around it is going to draw upslope conditions into the front range of Wyoming and Colorado and bring cool air aloft into the region. And what's going to happen is after really nice weather Thursday and Friday, Saturday is still going to be a mild day for most of you, but shower and thunderstorm activity is going to pick up. And then as we get into Sunday and Monday, there's going to be a part of eastern Wyoming, eastern Colorado, western Nebraska, and western Kansas that's going to be an upslope. And that's just going to bring a lot of clouds and coolness and showers and thunderstorms. But west of the Continental Divide, it'll be a downsloping wind. And yes, there'll be showers and thunderstorms west of the divide. But if you want to go into this region and have the best weather for Memorial Day weekend, you really need to avoid the front range of southeastern Wyoming and northern Colorado. We'll show you that here as we step through the temperature forecast for the weekend. So I'm going to step you through the high temperature forecast for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. These are high temperatures for Saturday. Still pretty mild. Lots of 60s, lots of 70s. Really, Saturday is not a bad day. That's the day that will be the best for most of you. But look what happens as we go into Sunday and Monday, especially in eastern Wyoming and northeast Colorado, in this area right here. This area I'm highlighting that goes from about Casper to Denver, then out into western Nebraska and northeastern Colorado to Cheyenne to Laramie. Those areas are only going to be in the 50s and near 60 on Sunday, while other areas are 60s and 70s. Look how warm it's going to be west of the Continental Divide. Now look at Monday's highs. You see this blue patch? Well, very, very cool upslope conditions in this area here as that upslope develops, and this is the area that's going to have the best chance for showers and thunderstorms. So as you plan your holiday weekend, you see that blue area, that's where the weather is going to be at its worst, both Sunday there and then expanding for Memorial Day Monday. But if you get outside of that area, temperatures are pretty mild, and it's mainly just going to be down to scattered showers and thunderstorms. This is what the precipitation forecast is like through Monday. Now, a lot of this right here is what's going to be happening today. But this area right here of rainfall is going to be mostly coming in the Saturday, Sunday, Monday time frame. We also have a good chance in this area that needs more rain of getting more shower and thunderstorm activity over the next couple of days. But if we were to draw the continental divide here, you can see that that's where you're going to get the most sun and the warmest temperatures this weekend. You're still going to see some scattered showers and thunderstorms, but that area will have the best weather. This area right here, Sunday and Monday, will have the worst weather conditions. As we get into the longer term, by next weekend, the first weekend of June, there is a jet stream that is moving more west to east. A lot of high pressure starts to build in. A lot of warm air actually starts to develop and get pushed on in. So as we get into that first weekend of June, we are going to be looking at some really warm temperatures. These are the forecasted high temperatures for next Friday. Look at these temperatures, 80s and 90s up here, getting into the 80s and 90s west of the divide. So what we're seeing here, folks, is the establishment, the beginning of a summer pattern by next weekend. But we have to get through some cooler weather here for this weekend for many of you. Don't forget to subscribe to the Day Weather YouTube channel. Don't forget also to use Chugwater Don at checkout at chugwaterchili.com to get 20% off. Try out that green chili seasoning. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great Wednesday, everybody.